inspiring. It was really like a light bulb of things we already know, and we've just kind of forgotten in terms of the entertainment value of advertisements and just popular culture. So just thinking more critically about the work that I do in social media and how I can affect positive change.
I'm reconsidering my internalized performance of gender norms and impeaching the structures that led me to think of pink as a girl's color, blue as a boy's color, and my role in perpetuating the power of those structures and how I can help pave the way with others in my generation for a more gender-neutral, gender-friendly environment for our children.
So after today, I'm reconsidering my thoughts on gender, mostly due to my thoughts on liberalism and conservative nature. I basically wonder whether all forms of gender are inherently conservative, and therefore do they sometimes distract from a liberal movement to create openness for all genders.
After today, the discussion about genderless really raises the question, how far do we go and why do we need genderless? I particularly think about the idea of colorblind and gender blind. So if I put those two side by side, I know that the idea of being colorblind was rejected by people of color because they began to feel invisible. So how might, in the long run, if we become gender blind, might people feel about being genderless? Might they feel as if they're not recognized at all as having a gender?
To have an institution recognize not only the binary that we live with, but also where it comes from was so powerful for me as a scholar of color, as someone who feels deeply invested in feminist and queer studies. That was so radical. It was wonderful.
I think the most important thing that I learned tonight is the idea of being accepting of other people that are different from yourself, and not judging people immediately by the way they look or how they appear. And I also learned a lot about how to question the way I unconsciously judge others by the way they appear as either male or female. And so I think I'm a little bit more aware now of how I see people in the public arena as I travel around the world. And hopefully tonight will give me a new appreciation of people that are different than myself.
I'm really glad to be here at the museum tonight where this discussion's happening about genderless design and gender neutrality and equality, because I think just like how we thought being colorblind was okay, I don't think it is. And so similarly, I think being blind to gender binary dichotomy is not okay. And I think the more we talk about this, it trickles down into society and people are more accepting of each other.
I hope that we can learn from the openness and awareness to all kinds of differences, to a greater acceptance of our differences within ourselves and within society.
This unique individuality is what we protect when we even just attend panels such as this. It's very, very important. It's not a side issue in any way. Thank you.
The group I met with today, my table, couldn't have been better. I love it. Keep up the good work. It's fantastic. And I've already got my tickets for March. Thanks.